Hashtag elevating the industry, because that's what we're all about. Today I will be talking to long-time gospel artist E-Ara. Guys, he is back, but let's find out what he's been up to and what he's going to do for us. Alright, welcome to ZMBTalks.
All right, thank you.
What's going on?
There's a lot. Actually, I'm gaining weight. Yeah, there's a lot going on though. On the music side and just on the personal side as well.
So, it's been a while since you gave us music. What's been happening? Where have you been? What's up?
I think first I became a father. I started a family, so that has kept me busy a lot. And before that, it was school. I had gone to Bible school.
Are you serious?
Yes. So I'd gone to Bible school for 2 years. I did not do much. Like I released a few singles here and there. And then after that, shortly after that, I think two years later, I got married. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
So before I touch you going to Bible school and transforming,
yeah.
I recently found out that you did computer system engineer. So let me just call you an engineer. How did you find yourself doing this music thing?
Well, I was unemployed for a while, so it happened like a joke. Anyway, what used to happen is even before I did computer systems engineering, my cousins Macky2 and Chef used to do music even before that. So I used to learn from them, and I knew the basics of production, what production was all about, recording, so we'd do these bedroom studio recordings, and sometimes we'd go to the studio with them. So I already knew what was required for me to run the studio. So this one time the company I used to work for closed down. So when they closed down, I had nothing to do. I did not expect them to close down. I had nothing else to do. So I had friends of mine in Kawata Market that used to run a studio. So I'd hang around there for a bit. And then me and my friend decided, okay, since we've learned, let's start our own studio. And that's how we formed 428. But for me, I used to just be a songwriter. I just write songs and record people.
Okay.
And then this one time I got really sick. So when I got really sick, I couldn't speak. So I was home. Then one time when I felt better, I decided, let me walk to the studio to go see what the guys are doing.
Yeah.
So my friend PZ Cables, who's a producer, said, okay, just to help you start speaking again and get your speech back, let's do a song.
Okay.
And then I'm thinking, this guy, he's saying let's do a song when I can't speak. Like my speech was really bad. Like I would stammer. I would sometimes when I would speak, I would have pains in my chest because I was diagnosed with TB.
Okay.
So it was one of those times where it was really bad, and people treat people who have TB
the
like
stigma,
there's that stigma, and then there's adina HIV, kadayaka, like there was just that stigma, and it's through the song. So I recorded one song at the studio. He wrote it, I recorded, and then the guys at the studio came back to listen to the song when I was at home, because I could only go to the studio in the evening when I take my walk. I'd take a walk and say, okay, you know what? Let me walk in the evening, because during the day when I walk, a lot of people would ask me, why you look sick? So I decided, let me be taking my walks in the evening. So when I went back in the evening, my friend was like, I have another song, let's record. So we recorded the second song, and the following day in the morning, my cousin Chef, he came to visit. He was like, I heard you were sick. So I told him, oh, I'm feeling much better. I'm actually recording a song at the studio. Oh, like you're recording? Okay, let's go listen to the song. So we listened to the song and put a verse, and we mixed the song, and he took it to the copper belt. And for me, I went back to sleep at home, and I forgot about it. 2 weeks later, I just hear that, your song is #1 on radio. And for me, that's how my music journey started.
Oh, so would you say, if it wasn't for that circumstance that led, say, the company closing down, you wouldn't have been doing music full time?
Yeah, I wouldn't have been doing music full time. Because for me, my parents really had emphasized that I needed to finish school and I needed to have a normal job. You know what parents always want their child to be like. They always want you to have that normal job. So I don't think I'd probably be doing music, but I think that for me that was the path that led me to do music.
Okay.
So I used to think music was for my cousins and my other friends, and not for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that you are related to Shefi and Macky2, have you like had it easy in the industry, or maybe had that smooth ride to say, you know, I'm related to these people and we can make good music together, therefore we can do it in the industry?
No, it was quite alright. Yes, they supported me, but it was never as easy as people
would put it out.
Yeah,
there.
people think that it's very easy. It's not really as easy as people would put it. For me, I think there was a lot to prove, because a lot of people were thinking I'm just doing it because my cousins do music, and now this is the easy way out. So let me just do music. So I had a lot to prove, and as a result, I started doing music. I started doing a lot of songs. I wanted to make a mark and say, okay, you know what, I am this artist as well, standalone artist. Because a lot of people would say, no, you're famous because of the collabos you're doing. You have a song with Shefi, you have a song with Macky2, you have a song with PJ. So you're famous because of that, and not because you're talented. So that's, for me, it pushed me to do more. It pushed me to just find out, or to just ask myself, what type of artist do I want to be? And so in the process, I learned who I wanted to be and who I am today as an artist, as a hip-hop artist. Say, this is what I'm comfortable with, this is the type of music I want to do, this is the direction I want to go. So it wasn't that easy.
Okay, so I was listening to your song that you did with Chef 187 before you actually became a gospel artist, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, wait first, are you back doing music full-time now?
Yes, I am back.
So should we expect another song, or maybe more songs from you and Mr. 187?
I don't want to say much, but you will expect
We
new
want
music.
to know.
Expect new music.
We want.
Want to know. Wow.
Alright.
I'm one of those people who like to always leave people in suspense. So it's not and sometimes it's not really advisable to just share.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I get it.
I am back doing music full time, and again, I don't want to go the route of recording with my family members, because a lot of people just say, because now they are more famous, so you want us to jump on them on their fame and do that. So yes, you will expect music, me and them, but it will probably not be what a lot of people are expecting.
Okay.
It's something different.
Okay, we're looking forward to that, and all the best with that.
Yeah, but I also want to work with people like Dave.
Zambia.
Yes, I want to work with Stash as producer.
But how are you going to make it work? Dave is a secular artist, a gospel artist.
We'll see. The one thing I like about doing gospel music is that it helps. Like for me, I have a message I want to reach out to certain people. So if I say I want to do a song with Dave, I'm not doing it because I want to become famous. I'm doing it because
you've got potential to make great music.
Yeah, great music together. Second, and then also there's also a side of me that Dave can see through just my life. There's also another side that people who listen to Dave's music can see through my music as well. So it's also reaching out to more people than just saying, okay, I want to do a song.
Okay.
And obviously, I don't do a song if I haven't prayed about it. So that's something.
That's nice.
For me, that's the direction I have. I know that those are the type of people that I want to work with this time and reach out to them.
All right. Can you take us through your transformation process? Like, how did you move from secular to becoming a gospel artist? Did it also involve your whole life changing?
Okay, so I know I shared with you that I got sick. What I didn't share with you was the fact that in the time that I was sick, we tried all sorts of medicine and everything, but there was one time when I was even telling, because I'd sleep and I'd dream of me watching myself lying on the bed. It's almost like like the me has come out, and I'm thinking, Appa, I am good, like I am gone. And then this one time I prayed to God because I knew God existed. My mom used to be a Christian, and I knew that God did exist. So one time I prayed and said, God, if you can heal me from this, and just this one time I just chill with my friends and have fun. I would do whatever you want me to do.
I would do it.
And after I prayed that prayer, I went to sleep because it was during the day. I went to sleep, and in the evening is when I woke up and I felt strength, and that's the day I walked to the studio to record. Before then, there was nothing that really there's nothing that really motivated me to actually get up and just walk, and just because I couldn't walk. So that happened, and then when I started doing music, I found out that I got so famous quickly. Like the fame was like it was undescribed. Like I can't describe. There were so many things happening, but I didn't know who I was as a person. So when I started searching who I was as a person and started finding out, okay, what's going to fulfill me? Because I was never fulfilled. Even when I got healed, I started living my life. The one thing that I would do all the time is I would constantly be drunk.
Wow.
Constantly be drinking, and I realized that it was ruining my life. I was getting more famous, and I was becoming, but my personal life was becoming worse and worse and worse and worse. And so when I started searching out, I met a friend of mine, Trina, who invited me to church.
Which Trina? Is it the one
Trina
who exploits?
Yes, the same one.
Okay.
So for 2 years, she'd come to the studio and tell me about who God was, and tell me about this Jesus, and sometimes she'd be telling me when I have a hangover, and I'm just like, I know what, I need to go drink castle or just something. But she'd constantly tell me about who God was. And then this one time we went for an event. It was on New Year's Eve. I remember there was Macky2 there. I was one of the headlining acts. And then for some reason, they had paid us, but they said I was not going to perform, and I was pissed. I was so upset.
Why?
That day. I was really upset, and I didn't understand why. But after I went back home, I just felt like, you know what? Let me try. Let me go to church and just find out. Maybe this anger I feel in my heart, or maybe this I might be complete. So when I went to church, the guy was preaching that day, was able to, I remember, and he said something that really changed my life. For me, he said that you will never be complete if you don't have a relationship with God. And I was so far away from God at that time. So when I decided to renew my relationship with God, I also decided to give my life and just say, no, I'm going to do whatever it takes to tell people out there about who God is. So for me, that's where the change started.
I like the song that you did with M7, I Am a Believer. It's quite an old song, but I want to find out the relationship that the both of you have. You've been doing music with him, like, giving us more great hits with him.
Microphone 7 for me is like a brother. Okay. Like when I used to run a studio, he was one of those people who, I remember Cubic, the Visual Puppy. There's a company called Visual Puppy.
Yes, Visual Puppy, I've seen that.
Yes, they used to run NXT Productions. So he called me one time because he used to be a Phoenix DJ. So he called me one time and said, "There's this guy I want you to introduce you to, and I would like you to produce even just one song. Let's see how their music comes out." So they were a group. So when they came, they recorded the first song, and then now it became a habit. It would be like, I'm sleeping at home at 7 with no go. Let's go record again. So as a result, we just built this relationship. Yeah. And so when he got saved first, but what he didn't know was I got saved as well. So when we found out that we were both saved, we decided, okay, let's make music together. And that's how we started making music together. And it's just it's been a journey. Like, I introduced him to different people, took his music to radio, did his first mixtape, like he recorded at our studio. So there's like, it's been a bond that we've just created. So me and him are just are brothers.
Interesting. That's good. Are you still with Taurus Music?
No.
What went down in the
Okay. Do you want what? Which one do you want? Do you want the corporate one where we're just like, no, I think.
Which one do you? No,
which
let me
answer
ask
do you
you.
want?
Which one do you want to give me?
Okay, well, let me tell you the truth.
The truth shall set you free.
First of all, Taurus Music was a very good opportunity. I loved working with them because they opened my eyes to doing music on a larger scale, international scale. My music got to cross over to different countries with them. I got to work with different artists, different producers. That was fun and interesting. However, when I made the decision to go to Bible school, it really affected our relationship as me and the label. So because there was demands at school that were required, and then there was demands from the label as well. So it got to a point where we were not really meeting. Yeah. So I made the decision to cancel the contract, and when I told them, they were not really happy with it, but
it had to be done.
It had to be done because at that point they were also focused on urban hype and pushing urban hype, and I was a solo artist, and I was signed not just as an artist, I was signed as an artist and producer, but then I couldn't deliver the producer side of things. So we decided let's part ways. But maybe in the near future, you never know.
It ended on a mutual ground, right?
Yeah.
Great understanding, not that boo boo boo.
No, great understanding. And a big shout out to Ike, the CEO of Taurus Music. But it's. I think I never regret the decision I made. It helped me as well also focus on music on a local scale, because the one thing that Taurus was to make music that's not for Zambians, but to make music for Africa.
Yes.
And it was more focused on their market there, because our biggest market was Kenya and East Africa. So for me, I love Zambia, and I think I wasn't at the point, I had not really built my base here in Zambia for me to start doing music there. So I think that was also the other reason I decided let's part ways. But it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. You had a good time, man.
I had a good time. I had a good time learning. Like I learned stuff like how to create a press kit. I think you read one of my press kits. How to create anyway, on WhatsApp you'd say it's a BC list, but how to create a list of emails, of your contacts and different people, how to package your music in a way that people would actually pay attention to you. So I learned that as well. I also learned how to create music that actually sells.
Oh, okay.
Because you can create music that's just noise.
Yeah,
that's true. Music that's just it's a nice beat, but it's not making any sense.
Speaking of making good music, you're a gospel artist, and then Eddie Black is now a gospel artist, and I feel you guys can actually make good music together. Have you thought about that?
Yeah, I feel the same, although we haven't had the time. One thing that people don't know about artists like me, Eddie, Microphone 7, is that we are friends first before being artists.
Oh,
so
okay.
For us, it's not just about let's make the music. No, it's more of where are you as a friend? What are you up to? Is there something wrong happening in the background? So if I can't be there for my friend as a friend, it's really very difficult to say we're going to make music together. So until we can get to that spot, I think for now we'll still be friends, and then we'll eventually make music. But you never know. You never know.
You never know, eh? That's good. Thanks so much for stopping by at our office.
It's been fun. It's been interesting. I think the one thing I would say about Zambia Music Blog is that you guys are trendsetters. I enjoy watching, for me the best thing that I enjoy doing, especially in music, I've been in music for a while, is to watch other people get to grow and build and help other people. Like this is a great platform. Guys, continue.
Thank you.
And yeah, I think it's been fun. The interview has been amazing. Shout out to everybody in the background.
Yeah.
I won't mention names, but it's been fun. I've
So,
got a question.
okay, no, you can ask before I ask. You ask.
No, please go ahead.
What should we expect from you this year?
I've been recording a new project called Clear.
Okay.
So you should expect that probably. I'm trying to see whether it's going to be an EP for free or it's going to be a full album for sale, though, and you expect a lot of music videos.
Okay.
That's something I want to work on, and another thing that I'm doing is doing a lot of tours. So I'll be on. Okay, I can't mention their names, but I'll be on a particular tour, and hopefully to work with an international artist.
Interesting. Your social media handles, please. I'm sure a lot of
if someone wants to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Zina ER, which obviously Zina stands for my name is ER.
Okay.
Facebook is also at Zina ER, and Twitter is also at Zina ER. So that's just that.
Zina ER.
Yes.
Zina ER.
So okay, Twitter is Zina is at Zina_ER, but the rest is just Zina ER.
Alrighty, thanks so much for stopping by. Looking forward to having you again.
Yes, I'm looking forward to being back here, and I'm also looking forward to dropping those hits because there's some fire music coming.
There you have it, guys. I've had a very good time with the one and only Mr. E-Ara. Please remember to follow him on all his social media platforms. I'm so excited. I'm ready for those videos. I'm ready for the music as well. I mean, I've been a fan since day one. So guys, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch up with all the fun. I've been your girl EDNA. #elevated the industry.